I be a patient man, waiting for the rain to come down. My feet touch the ground, but my head's in the clouds. I be Prometheus Brown, stealing the fire out of heaven. The setting is several city blocks off the 71 stop. I walk about the district, distracted by the decadent madness of all the undergrads and addicts. Club rats, head space cadets, and pragmatics. One of the few places that they coexist on the planet. Whatever happened to the avenue before the summer of 2002? Lounging with crew on 42nd. My, how time flies when we're waiting for the chariot. Eating vegan sandwiches with cannabis, subtracting our sobriety. Pondering society and self. He's eyeing me like I ain't gonna bring it to his health. He don't want it, cause certainly he knows he's just another sucker without his fraternity brothers to back him up. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 42nd to the edge of the bubble. All delinquents they laugh and saying fuck class. Get your education on the app. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 47th to the edge of the bubble. All delinquents they laugh and saying fuck class. Get your education on the app.
Yeah, let's do it again.
I be a patient man, waiting and checking for the sound of potential break records up its second time around. In fact, we made this track from a sample we jacked from some vinyl we dug up out of the crates on the Ave. Rats escape the lab, infestations and all. There be cracks on the sidewalk made from the fall. A Nazi dreadlock strumming on his broken guitar, singing Babylon Fall outside of the bookstore. I purchased a journal in which the verses I recite reside. I write vividly to capture the vibe. I'm like, hey kid, walk straight, master your high. If you listen, you could hear the eye of the city cry. The sound is often drowned by hollering scholars intoxicated, so save it for the coffee shop philosophers, the so-called artists, the poets and the prophets. Scenery is changing and nobody can stop it. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 45th, and up to 42nd. All the ladies they must saying fuck class. Get your education on the app. Campus Parkway, up to 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 47th, and up to 47th to the edge of the bubble. All the ladies they must saying fuck class. Get your education on the app.
He's trying to battle you.
What do you like about drifting? I don't know, it's more fun than jacking off. It's one of those things like when you're a kid, I don't know, you feel like you should be getting in trouble for it. So it seems like it's more fun. You know what I mean though? Like when your parents would catch you smoking and shit. It's like, you're drifting.
I guess drifting is wrong in so many ways, if not all of it. It's wrong in almost all its ways that it works. That it's fun for the people that are doing it, and that it's something that you're not meant to be doing. People are not meant to get into cars and make them slide around corners. Cars are not meant to do that. Rollerblades and skates and skateboarders, bikes are not meant to grind on ledges and rails, yet they still do it. Because there is an inherent factor of fun in doing something that you're not supposed to be doing.
It's so reckless that it's awesome. I mean, seriously, like, every single driving sport is so serious. But drifting's more like BMX riding and skateboarding and stuff. It's just so much funner to take it to the next level and stuff, and it's a blast. And like, I don't know, like whenever I think of motorsports, I think like autocrossing. Like, how many people get so excited about when they throw down a good time? No one, because it's stupid. But when you're drifting and you're going hauling ass and there's all that smoke and shit, and like you're all sideways like crazy, and just you could die any second. And the crowd's going crazy. That's what's so good about drifting.
I think the thing that sets drifting apart from other motorsports is that it doesn't matter how much money you have. You can go out there with an almost stock car, and if you have the talent and ability, you can beat a car that's $100,000. It's all about the driver. I learned to drive cars and drift cars and smaller cars like a Corolla with a lot less power. So when I first started drifting, it was more about just getting practice. Buy tires, get more practice, crash a lot, learn how to make a car do what I want it to do. Instead of, oh man, what am I going to do? It's sideways. You just start telling the car what to do, and
it just gets more fun from there. Yeah, it started out as a automatic, American spec 4-door Cressida. It's a lot like a Camry, except it comes rear-wheel drive. I switched out all the drivetrain from various parts from Supras and Toyota Mark II, which is its Japanese counterpart. That's where this front end comes from, the headlights and bumper and things like that. I kept the engine and everything basically stock for a while, and I kept blowing up stock turbos, so I went ahead and upgraded it. Put in a Holset turbocharger off of a Dodge truck, and it actually worked out pretty well. I didn't really need a whole lot of power at first, but since I had been driving for so long, I decided I wanted a little bit more. And first thing I bought for the car was suspension, because that's the #1 priority. Suspension, brakes, and good tires. Right now I'm actually a mechanic at a drift-oriented shop. It's called Drift Office. It's located in Auburn. And for the most part, I work on your standard drift cars. RX-7s, 86 Corollas, lots of Nissans, 240SX, sometimes 350Z, things like that. We mostly do upgrades and engine swaps and things like that.
Well, when I first started, I didn't really know what I was doing, so it was just something like crazy and dangerous to try. But as I got better and I really started to understand cars and the technical aspects, now the challenge of figuring out new techniques is a lot of fun for me.
There's always that group of people that originally kind of started. It's kind of like the original group, and I'm fortunate to be a part of that group back in the day when drift events were like every other couple months, and it was like you worked on your car all night long just to get there and to like make sure everything was perfect because you can't miss it because it was like the thrill of your life.
Drifting in Washington State has remained relatively small and underground and seldom brought to the public eye. People who come out to events here are people who have been doing it for quite some time and have known each other for years and have formed a tight-knit camaraderie and friendship. And they do this for the sheer love of it.
3 years ago, the numbers were so small. It was like one person going out on the street alone. But I think in the last 2 years or so, it's moved to the track. A lot more people are, it's getting a lot more attention. And as that happens and more people come in, the talent pool gets bigger and the level of ability raises faster.